Hi there to everyone on the selection committee. My name is Nathan Cole. I'm a 2015 graduate of the Commercial Arts and Training College with a diploma in design. I live in Melbourne and I'm an illustrator and a graphic designer. I'm also a comic book creator. My proposal for the Laureate Australia-New Zealand Alumni Grant is Indie Comic Con, a festival celebrating independent creators and sequential art. That means comic books. Comic books are a unique form of storytelling, and they involve creative writing, illustration, and graphic design. So from a design and arts perspective, Indie Comic Con is going to be a great cultural event for the community. From a social good perspective, the great thing about making comics is that anyone can do it. There's virtually no barriers. If you have a story to tell, a piece of paper and a pencil, you can make your own comic. And this allows lots of people from all walks of life to share their experiences, their perspective in the comic book form. Making a comic is a form of self-expression and can be used to document what it's like to be living with a disability or with a mental illness. Or you can simply share your experience of what it's like to be LGBTQ or be living in a culture or community that not many people know about. So it's important to shine a light on these kind of stories and connect them with an audience. However, it's not easy to do that in Australia, as most big events that call themselves comic book conventions are really not about comics at all, but more about selling merchandise and fan art. Whereas on the other end of the spectrum, you have the really small zine fairs and the book signings at local comic shops that not many people know about. So we want to bridge the gap between those two models and offer a banner under which a large number of creators can get together and connect with an audience. And it's going to be a great opportunity for people to speak with the creators themselves, learn about the process of making a comic book, discover new stories that they might not find anywhere else, and really build a culture of comic books. So this is a project that's really close to my heart, and I've already got the ball rolling. So I've organized the Northcote Town Hall as a venue, and we're going to have our first Indie Comic Con on Saturday the 4th of November. And I've lined up over 40 creators from all over Australia who are really keen to share their stories. And I've partnered with several sponsors, including Media Arts Lawyers, Workshop Melbourne, Comic Books on Demand, and The Comics Place. So I've got a bit of support around me, and I'm also working with other creators who are lending their time and their skills to help make this a successful event. We do need to raise a bit of funds, so we are crowdfunding right now on Kickstarter. We're currently live, and you can check us out under the events section of the comics category. So far we've raised just over $3,000, which represents about 60% of our target. If I was awarded the design grant, that money would help us get the rest of the funds that we need to make this event happen and establish it as a cultural event in our city. And I think it set the groundwork for this event to become an annual highlight of the comic book community. I don't want it just to be a one and done event. I plan for it to be an annual event that continues to grow, continues to include more artists and attract a bigger crowd so that we can get more people involved in reading comics and creating comics and really build a culture around this art form. We're going to be using the money for venue hire, for public liability insurance, staffing, advertising, and promotion. I'd also like to reserve a bit of our revenue this year, put it aside for future years, and hopefully that will continue to grow. We're going to make this sustainable by crowdfunding every year, by seeking out arts grants, by seeking out sponsors, perhaps even ticketing, although I'd like to keep it a free public event if possible. But I'm certainly dedicated to make sure that this continues into the future. So I think with the help of this grant, it could be a real boost to this event that I'm excited about, that I think lots of people want, but just weren't sure how to go forward with. So I think once we unify everyone under one banner, this can really become something great. I'd like to create a grants program in the future where we can help out emerging artists who are looking to create and publish their first book by giving them some mentors and giving them some resources. I'd like to help other people in other cities who are looking to start similar events and kind of give them a little workbook on how we did it. But I'm confident that we're going to make it happen. I'm excited to do it, and with the help of this grant, it'll just get even better. So I thank you for your consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you soon and see what the next steps are. Thanks so much.